So I'm pretty sure that my response would take more than 240 characters, and you just caught me on a day. So I'm going to respond. A few facts. 2 a.m. in a nightclub is not the only time that COVID is transmissible, and the terminally ill are not the only people who die or get long COVID and suffer long-term effects. Other fact, no one, literally no one, is suggesting a complete quarantine of all healthy people. So this garbage complaint is moot and ridiculous, along with your desire to quote random stats that you got from, I don't know, Joe Rogan or Tucker Carlson or whoever about the impact of the Black Plague. This isn't a total sum situation where your choices are everyone quarantines and never sees another living soul ever again, or everyone dies of COVID. So what if, for a moment, one might consider that there's a middle ground that actually matters or could make a difference. A middle ground that is grounded on science and facts. So this isn't me just being an asshole to anyone who I disagree with. You're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. So what if, stick with me here, what if everyone would make a mere modicum of effort to be part of the solution? There's no one answer, like that no one gets sick or no one dies, right? That just doesn't exist. But that doesn't or shouldn't preclude you from hopefully wanting to be a decent human being and at least trying, right? So, yeah, get vaccinated. Don't be an ass. The science backs it up. People have been getting vaccinated for polio, whooping cough, the flu, chickenpox. Boy, I wish that had been around when I was little. They've been getting vaccinated for over 200 years. So why stop now? Why did it suddenly become a political stance? Sure. There was a small fringe group of people who was saying they weren't going to vaccinate their kids because it causes autism. But again, science. That is simply not true. Easy. But for the average citizen, you and me, we all got vaccinated to go to school, and many people got a ton of vaccines, like a day's worth, like a whole day of getting vaccination after vaccination so that they could join the military and serve our country. Cool, right? So we all did it. So when did it become this badge of honor to be a selfish douchebag so you could own the libs? Why? Masks. I'm not sure if there really is anywhere left. There are a few places maybe that still require it, but very few. But for the sake of this response, let's say there's a significant uptick of COVID in your community, and where they recommend masks. Like, no one's going to require it again because everyone starts, punching retail clerks and assaulting airline stewardesses. But let's say that they highly recommend it. Why would you not wear one? I mean, I hate wearing them. They make my face sweaty. I'm a singer, and trust me, no one wants to sing with a mask on. It completely sucks. I'm also hearing impaired and spend the better part of every day communicating with people where I need to be able to read lips. So when everyone is wearing a mask and I can't see their mouth moving, I cannot understand what they're saying. And it's miserable. It feels very isolating. And I don't wish that on anyone, right? But guess what? I wore one anyway. Why? Because it's one easy, simple thing that I could do to be a decent contributing member of humankind. I'm not a first responder. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an immunologist. I'm not a scientist where I can come up with new medications. I can't make an impact like that. So little baby steps, but I can make a difference. You don't know who you're going to encounter every day. Like that 50-something guy ahead of you in line at the store looks perfectly healthy. He's not terminally ill. He doesn't look like a cancer patient or something really obvious that he's got a pre-existing condition. But what you don't know is that he takes medication for his arthritis that makes him immunocompromised. And if he were to not take that medication, then the inflammation in his body rages. He's in constant pain, and he can hardly move and live his life. So he takes medication for that, and it suppresses his immunity. So it makes it where he can get COVID very quickly. So if you didn't wear a mask and had COVID and he got it, would it kill him? Maybe. Maybe not. Would he give it to his mother, who is older and could much more possibly suffer dire consequences? Maybe. Maybe not. But what if, stick with me here, what if, maybe, possibly, there is an off chance that you wearing a mask saves his life? Where's the harm in at least trying? To you, he's nobody, complete stranger. To me, he's my brother. And if you, needing to be a MAGA sycophant and just to say, fuck you, Joe Biden, makes you so selfish that you can't moderately inconvenience yourself to be a decent human being for the 20 minutes that you are in the store, makes you put my brother at risk, and then you get COVID and die? Yeah, I have 0 fucks to give about you. So for me, I got vaccinated twice. I got boosted twice. And if I have to get boosted every year, along with my flu shot, I'll do that too. Why? Because it just might be the difference, whether or not I live or die, whether or not someone I love lives or dies, or spends their life with long COVID complications, right? And so me, someone I love, or how about that stranger in front of me in line, just like the example I gave you. What if that guy has completely different political views than me, economic, financial, comes from a different background, different religious views, he's a different color than I am, a different sexual orientation than I am? What if me taking 2 seconds to pop that mask on when I walk in the store and moderately inconvenience myself for 20 minutes, what if that keeps that guy that I don't know, don't agree with, don't like, wouldn't like if I really spent time around him, what if that keeps him from spending the end of his life face down in a hospital bed, suffocating in himself? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And if we all grow a third arm from getting the vaccine, then I'm going to high five all the other people with their third arm and maybe figure out how to make some good use of it and get more chores done. I don't know, but I'm going to do it. So in short, I would say, except I haven't been short about this, I'm taking a long time, but all your false equivalency, your stupid Black Plague facts, and belligerent airline passenger, let's go Brandon bullshit, does not make you a patriot. Doesn't make you a Christian or smarter than anyone else. It makes you a selfish asshole. So yeah, weird hill to die on, but at least you're dead. We're all just human beings who need to realize that we're not the only human being. And we're all just trying to live our life. It shouldn't matter if I voted for Hillary or if somebody's gay or Muslim or Jewish or an atheist or even an ultra MAGA. The human condition deserves better. So you need to think about why you feel the need to post these messages with your random excuses about why you wouldn't lift a fucking finger to give a damn about anyone but yourself.